I think what made me end up here is I had gone to rehab. I had tried another sober living and it didn't work out. I actually followed a girl there. Shocking that it didn't work out. But I met Conchetta at a meeting, I think, and a couple of my friends were up here, or people I'd went to rehab with, and it was a family atmosphere, right? I felt at home when I was here. I felt safe, and I think for a 23-year-old kid from Minnesota who didn't know a soul, like that was important to me. Like I had gotten a little bit of sobriety. I had a couple months, and but I was still lost, and I found like I felt like I could start my life in California or my life over again at this house, and it just felt like that kind of place. I mean, before I got sober, I was it's a cliche, but I was a liar, cheat, and a thief. I did whatever it took to facilitate getting my drugs, or getting gambling was a part of my story, and and I think what it looked like was, and this is the best story that I can tell, is when I came to rehab and somebody said my name, like it was foreign to me because I was so isolated, and my family had kind of given up on me, at least if I wasn't willing to go get help, and and it was just a miserable existence, right? It was waking up every morning, and it was a full-time job to continue doing what I was doing, but I didn't know any other way. And it was Groundhog's Day every single day. I woke up, figured out where I was going to get high, figured out how I was going to get money, and usually that involved, at the end especially, it involved crime. It involved stealing from people. It involved conning people, and it was not how I was raised. There was a conflict in myself about doing it, but really there was no choice. There was no decision-making process like, hey, I'm going to do this today. I'm going to do this today. I just woke up and did what I knew how to do, which was get high, gamble, and steal from people. In the grand scheme of things, I was young, and taking a year of my life, especially once I got into it, it seems like a long time, but it was the best decision I ever made. I didn't know how to take care of myself. I didn't know how. I was unemployable. I was a lot of different things, and I needed to build a foundation, right? I needed to learn some life skills. I needed to continue to be in a sober environment because I knew in my heart of hearts that if I went back to Minnesota, if I went and moved in with a friend who wasn't sober, that I wouldn't be sober. And what happened when I was here was, a transformation to where I wasn't a friend, I wasn't a son, or a good son, I wasn't a brother to my sister. And I learned to be all those things. I learned to call people back when they, and like be a part of relationships instead of being a parasite, I guess, only interested in what I could get from you. And then the transformation, and I saw it with Conchetta, and I saw evidence of people who were doing the work and living a different life, and they seemed like the happy ones. Honestly, I could see people who weren't, and they were miserable, and I understood that. But I saw people who were doing the work and they were happy. I would say what makes Conchetta unique is she's tireless. She will literally go to the ends of the earth for the people in this house. Um, when I was here, she lived in the house. When I was here, she was up every morning at 5. She would go to a morning meeting. She would come back, drive people places, and then the other thing I think is her energy. She just has this tireless energy, and she that we had confrontations, we had conflict, but it comes out of love. She loves. I mean, I love Conchetta, and I feel like she loves me, and one of the things that I really liked about this place is my family came to visit me a couple times, and they were welcome here. They could see that the people they had entrusted their son with really cared about him, and that put them at ease, and that allowed us to work on some of our issues. It allowed us to have a different conversation than just are you going to stay another month or not, that was kind of settled, and we could work on some other issues. We could have some fun. They came and they did board game night, and it's board games. I mean, don't sound that exciting, but it was just another thing that I could do and have fun with